Hi friends, this is Chris with Peace of Mind, and today I'm going to cover how to make journal toppers. And I got this from, I watched Tina from Shabby Dabby Doodah a lot, and she always has some great ideas. And she always makes these journal toppers, and then just has them in stock, and then she can just pull them out whenever she's deciding on a new journal to make, and kind of gives her ideas for the journal and which direction to go with it. I've started this one, and this one is simply a piece of cardstock. What I do usually is make them to fit over the size of a journal. Now this journal is about, I think it's about 5.5 by 8. So this will fit. This is the journal cover only. I haven't really done anything with it yet. But say I wanted to put this on here when I complete it, and then all I have to do is just glue it right down to the backing. I can, if I want, I can put some lace underneath here. Let me get a little piece of lace just to show you kind of what that might look like. I hope you're all doing well today. It's been raining for like 4 days here in Colorado, and we normally don't get rain. If we do get rain, it's usually for, you know, on and off for a couple of hours, and then it's gone. Then the sun comes out. So we are not used to this at all. But it's good that it's coming in springtime, so that worked out good. Now, if I wanted to, I could layer this maybe like back behind here when I glue this journal cover down. That would look pretty. I could even put some on top if I wanted to. But the thing of it is I want to have this part ready so then I can add it to a journal. It may not be this particular paper, but so that I can add it to the journal. Like I said, I took a piece of cardstock. I used a photograph that I had. This is a real old vintage photograph of some actress. And I used one of the wax seals, some scrapbook paper, a little bit of lace under here. I'm going to glue down some flowers along here. Don't really want to cover up that corner flower, so I think I'll just glue these 4 down. Now I am using a glue gun today, so wish me luck, because I am not a glue gun person. I have a lot of problems with them. If you do use one, be very careful. This swirly thing that I'm doing is just to keep a string from forming. And the reason I'm using a glue gun today is because it's... Whoa. That was lucky it didn't land on there upside down. Try to get this on as straight as possible. There we go. Put some flowers on there. Okay, I could add anything else on there I wanted to. Maybe I might want to wait, just save this topper and wait until I decided what journal I want to put it on. And in that way I can kind of make it to kind of embellish it some more to reflect the kind of pages that I have, or, you know, whatever I have inside the journal. Okay, so I want to show you one that I did. This is a very simple one. Well, it's not simple, but with one of my slow stitches, and this is a slow stitch, the heart, neutral heart that I have. It comes as a kit in my Etsy shop, and you can buy the kit, and it comes with the heart and different things to, different laces and so on to put it on the heart, and then to embroider. Comes with some floss. Okay, and on this one, I just used this topper, which was this slow stitch that I did, and I glued it down to the journal. I made a journal out of it. And I left it open at the top here so that it could have a place to put papers or notes or whatever in there. Maybe a note to the recipient of the journal. Okay, so that's another way of using your slow stitch pieces is to use that as a topper. Okay, and here is another one. I'm going to put this down. This is to represent a journal, the journal size that we have. And another slow stitch that you can use is, I don't know how many of you have done the heart slow stitches, but I really like doing those. Here we have a heart slow stitch that I made, and actually I made it. It has a hanger on it, but I can cut that off if I want, or if I want to incorporate it into here, I could. I don't think I will. I think I will cut it off. Of course, I'll save this ribbon and use it. Now this slow stitch heart has a backing on it, and usually I put a backing on it because I'm going to hang it, or you'll need to have either a fabric backing on it or a paper backing on it if you're going to use it open at the top to use as a pocket. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this journal thing off here and just work on the topper. I am going to ink up, well, first of all, the background that I'm having this on. Today I'm using, I believe it's a Vintage Photo ink. I use that a lot. I usually use either the Vintage Photo ink or the Walnut Stain ink. And it's the Distress Oxide Ranger is the name of the company. It was new. This was new in 2021, and it's still going, so that's pretty good. They last a long time, and you can re-ink them. I usually don't re-ink them because they do last such a long time that I'll just purchase another one with a coupon or something from Joann's. Okay, so what I can do is, actually I think I want to tear this just a little bit. I don't want to get being so straight on the edge here. I'm gonna tear it just a little bit. Kind of to match. And then of course I'm going to ink the edges that I just tore. I'm going to put this down towards the bottom of this paper. I'm going to use, since I'm using a thin paper, I'm going to use some art glitter glue. I think this glue was originally developed to use with glitter, but it's got so many other uses that, I mean, they still call it art glitter glue, but it's got so many other uses now that Okay, you'll notice that I kind of put that on a diagonal. I don't like things really super straight. Okay, now if I want this, I had thought of putting this lace on here, and I think I still might. Yeah, I think I will. Just going to put a line across here on the glue and a line here. Okay, and here's where a wet wipe would come in handy, or a damp cloth of some kind to kind of pat this down to make sure you get it on there. It's not sticking to that though. No, I think I waited too long. There we go. And when you pat it down, it kind of pushes it out a bit. You can use the art glitter glue on the lace because you're gluing it down to paper. If you were gluing it down to fabric, then you probably would want to use the fabric tack glue. These different glues. Okay, now I can glue this on. So I'll use this since I have it on my desk. A little more floral down here. And I do want to use this as a pocket. So I will put my glue, I'll start up near the top, and I'm going to put my glue going down. I'm doing this kind of fast because I don't want it to dry on me like that other one did. And if I want to, I can mark ahead of time where I'm going to put this, and that's usually a good idea. Okay. Then once again, I can keep this journal topper until I'm going to glue this flower down with a little bit of this art glitter glue. These flowers tend to curl up. There we go. Okay, and then I have another journal topper ready. I will be putting some of these journal toppers in my Etsy shop. This did not work. I'm going to take this glue off. I should use fabric tack to begin with. I'm going to use a little bit of the art glitter glue because I used that on lace before and it holds it down to paper. Okay, like I was saying, I'll put some of these in my Etsy shop. Some of these journal toppers. And if you buy one of these, then you give you an idea of what kind of journal you might want to make out of it. Okay. Here's one that I'm going to make. Actually, this one, I'll show you one that I already have made. This one was one that I made, I believe, yesterday or the day before. And it was originally going to be a card, so it is sewn on here. It's quilted on my sewing machine after I finished it. Excuse me. And it was a piece of fabric. This is all one piece of fabric, like a Paris fabric. And then I used some paper underneath. I used some of that bling. It comes in a roll and you cut it off. I call it bling. Okay, and then when like I said, when I finished it, then I did the quilting. You can see the quilting on the back. But that'll make a nice journal topper. And I can see before putting this on, doing some kind of lace or something behind here also. Kind of maybe to kind of mimic this lace here. As a matter of fact, I might put that down on here. Let's try it anyway. There we go. And then when I go to put this on a journal, then I could trim this off if I don't want it, or trim it down, you know, whatever kind of works for the cover. Also, here's some pretty trim. It would look pretty on here. Just right along here. I'm going to try not to cover over the words. Okay, I'll leave this also kind of extending beyond a little bit. Pretty. Okay, and here's your journal top again. So that fits on there really pretty. Okay, here's another one that I've got. This one I just use a piece of paper, scrap of paper. I'll ink it. And when I say ink, you can go onto the inside of the paper too and ink it to give it kind of more of a vintage look. And this also kind of has a little bit of a Paris theme to it. What I think I'll do is I'll cut this. Cut the tag out of it. Okay, now so see how this is leaning in the direction that it's leaning. If I put this leaning in the same direction, then that just kind of takes away from it. So everything kind of leans that way. So I'm gonna put it kind of semi-straight, but just leaning just a little bit towards the other direction. And I'm gonna want a ribbon on there. I don't know. This might be too big. Let's check it out. Let's see. So basically, when I'm working on these toppers, I'm just trying to make them as small as they need to be. Now, they can even be smaller if you wanted them to be smaller so that you could put more lace or fabric back behind, or if you had a particular journal that where you wanted the paper it was made out of or the fabric it was made out of to show more, then you can make them smaller so that they could go over a different size of journal. Okay, I think that'll work. Right. I need some more glue stick. And like I said, usually I do not use a glue stick. I'm just using it for purpose of demonstration today because it's a little bit easier and it's quicker for me while I'm doing the video and for you while you're watching it. Okay, I was trying that out. I liked it, so I'm gonna do that. Now that little frame I got from it's a Tim Holtz. It comes in a package, and I like those because you can put them on front of journals with different photos underneath them, or you can leave it blank and put your own photo in there, which is probably what I'm going to do because whoever gets this journal topper will be able to put their own photo in there. Now I can see why I don't use glue gun very much because I get stuck to it. At least I haven't burned myself yet, so that's good. Okay, this could be used for like a travel journal. Okay, and that will be glued down there after I get a template made to put. Well, maybe I'll just go ahead and glue it down and then the person can cut their photo and put it in there. That would be easy enough, wouldn't it? Try to put the glue on the part of the frame that... This is probably a good idea to use the glue gun on here or else Fabri-Tac glue. I'm back. I'm going to join those two tapes. I ran out, so I'm still gluing this frame down. I wasn't holding the best, so I'm going to glue it down again. There we go. Okay, yeah, I think the best way to do this will be to cut out a photo and put it in there, or even just an icon of some kind. I'll show you what I mean. Maybe something French inside here. Butterfly, if you wanted to. A little bee, that would be cute. Oh, there's a bee down here. Let me put that in there and see how it looks. This is like a sticker. I'll put it, let's see. I'll put it here. And then a frame can also go in there. Okay. And we have another one. Let me put it on top of the, what it might be the journal. You can see how it looks. Very nice. Okay, I have one more here to show you. Just kind of like starting from scratch, I guess. This one's going to be kind of maybe for a music journal. And I like the saying, music is what feelings sound like. So I'll probably put that on the front of this cover. I won't take the time now to go and find one of those sayings because I don't want to hold you up too much longer here. I try to keep my videos down to about half an hour at the most. Sometimes I go over. And my little bits videos I try to keep about 20 minutes. Okay. And I have a piece of cardstock here that measures like 5 by 7, I believe. Yes, 5 by 7. And I'm going to use that to start building. I just get my different pieces. I want some of this. I love the G clef. This is G clef in music, and I just love the design of it. It's kind of like the Eiffel Tower design to me. It just is such a beautiful icon. It's a beautiful symbol. I just love it. So whenever I use music sheet, I try to keep any G clefs that are showing in the background. Okay, so I'm going to glue this down as close to this edge as possible. And I could also use my art glitter glue since I'm just gluing paper down to paper. And I should have because I'm burning my finger right now. Ouch. Okay. And here comes the art glitter glue for this part. Let me see if I want anything under over here. Some lace maybe. What I'm trying to do is tear this lace rather than cut it. So it has a jagged edge. I like the jagged edge better than the straight edge. I'm going to measure this. I don't need all of this showing, so I'm going to come in here and cut this piece of lace just so I can save that for something else. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this down so that it extends over the page, and that'll look nice. I don't need too much to hold that down, because whatever I put on top of it will hold it down as well. This is from some old sheet music that I got at a vintage store. This song is called Aura Lee. It's a really old song. I think it's a Southern song. I'd have to know the history of it. I think we sang it in my choral group one time, or part of it or something. I belong to a music choral group, and it's like a choir, only we do performances rather than, I mean, we're not a church choir, we're like a show choir, and it is so much fun. If you ever have the opportunity to get involved in one, do, because it's just really fun. Okay, I'm gonna do some inking here on the edges. And maybe I might just put this on the back. Let's see if I can make it uneven a little bit. And if you have some kind of ruffly ribbon or something, you could put that on there. Look at my time. And the art glitter glue dries pretty fast, so okay. I'll just show you on this purple background what this looks like, because if I put it on the white, it's not going to show up very good. Oh, white lace on white lace looks pretty. Let me see. Yeah, it does, but I would select a different fabric or paper than this if I was using that. And like I said, I was going to put on a saying on here. You could, if you wanted to, you could put journal maybe going along here, using one of the, I have several digitals from people, mainly, let me see where I got that from. I think it's from Shabby Dabby Doodah, that has a whole pages of them that say journal or collection or different things that you can put on the front. And they're already printed, and you just order them like a regular digital. Okay, so let's see what we have here. What we did today in the way of some journal toppers. A few different styles. Thanks for joining me today. I wish you peace of mind. Bye now.